I've been talking to this guy, and we were talking about meeting up, and he got very hostile with me over whether or not I was allowed to wear makeup on our first date. He told me I was not to wear any makeup. I said, I'm not comfortable with that. It's my body, it's my face, and I will do what I want. He said no. I didn't even try to argue with him. I just blocked him, but like, what the hell is with the audacity? I can wear a lot of makeup, which isn't for everybody, and I'm aware of it. But most days, this is it. This is all I wear. Some white eyeliner, some mascara, a little blush, a little highlighter, and just enough concealer to cover up the bags under my eyes and the scar on my temple from where my glasses broke and punctured my head, courtesy of my ex punching me in the face. But if I have not even met you yet and you're trying to control what I do with my face, my body, my clothing, etc., it ain't it. Like, red flag, red flag.
Gentlemen, welcome back. Hope you're having a great day as always. Back to re-record some videos. I made a mistake. Believe it or not, I'm human. We have a compilation for you today from our lovely editor. It's on dating over 30. But before I get into that, I just have to say, wow, watching that clip again, I just really don't believe this one. I don't think any guy, before they even met you, are going to ask you to politely not wear makeup on a date. I totally understand, you know, wanting to see a fresh face, and if your dating profile comes off looking like you have way too much makeup on, totally understand that, but you'll just naturally see that if that's how it works out. Don't blame him for getting to the punch, though, if that's really how it is. Either way, let's get into this compilation. What stuff do we have here?
To relationships with men who don't care about your happiness and who only care about what you can offer them. I just watched this video that was going around of this woman who was talking about how she had to tell her husband that it was Mother's Day yesterday, and he kept acting like he had no idea what she wanted and he had no idea what she liked, and she basically had to tell him what to do and like how to do it, and she didn't even get a gift because he had ordered it the day before and it didn't even get here yet, and she was so sad, and she literally described her husband as a rescue dog. And I know I don't have the
As a rescue dog, I'm sure he's much more capable than that. For some, gift giving just does not come easy, even if you've been in a relationship for quite some time. Everybody feels like they know somebody in their personal life that has everything and that it is so hard to gift for, so maybe it's this woman. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's continue.
Complete picture of that woman's relationship, and I know that relationships can devolve over time and there are peaks and valleys and relationships look different at different stages of your life, but I am so sick of scrolling through my For You page and seeing exhausted wives and mothers who are on social media in front of thousands of people talking about how their husbands don't do anything for them and they have to run their household and raise their kids and go to their day job in some instances, and meanwhile their husbands are like walking around scratching their heads like they have no idea how to be an adult. And here's the thing is that
yeah, men aren't stupid, and I severely doubt that. I've met a lot of capable people, and it's usually the other way around. And hey, look, here I am in a position of talking to thousands of men on the daily, sharing this stuff, and you guys are definitely much more capable than what this TikTok girl would make you out to seem, so I almost want to skip through this video.
these men aren't stupid. They know they could be doing more, and they know exactly what they could be doing to help. But the problem is there are no consequences when they decide not to help you. The problem is there is so much societal pressure placed on women to be married that women would rather be in a bad marriage than be single in their like 30s and 40s. And so because of that pressure, these men know that like they can act however they want and there are going to be no consequences. It's not like their wives are going to leave them, so they can just half-ass everything. They can not do anything for your birthday.
Nah, come on, that's just not true. Men are inherently aware of the dangers of divorce and realize that they're walking on thin ice sometimes when they get married, which is so sad. But this one is in La La Land. I don't think she fully understands the sexual dynamics that happen between people. She's probably in a very certain space of TikTok.
or Mother's Day or holidays. They can completely slack on the child care or helping out around the house. And they know that no matter what they do, you're going to stay with them and their children are going to be taken care of.
Okay, to the fathers and husbands out there, I want you to leave in the comment sections what you do for your children. Let's just go ahead and prove this one wrong.
And the house is going to be taken care of. And if you have a day job, they can continue to reap the benefits of your income. And I have always said that a huge indication of your partner's character is how they act on days that are supposed to be about you. So like birthdays, graduations, celebrating a new promotion, Mother's Day. If they are not enthusiastic about celebrating you on those days, it means that they are more interested in what you can do for them rather what they can do to make you happy. We need to show men that there are consequences for their actions when they don't pull their weight in the relationship. Stop dating men like this, stop marrying them, and definitely stop having their children. It is much better to be happily single than to be in a miserable relationship with a partner who you feel like you have to raise as though they were a child. I'm not trying to target the woman who made that video specifically. I see these types of videos on my For You page all the time, and it just makes me so sad that there are so many women out there who are unhappy and overworked.
What's up, TikTok? I know.
Yeah, but when it comes to, you know, having a career, women kind of did that to themselves. Either way, this one was just like missing a bunch of points here. I'm really surprised that she made this video. What do we have next?
I look crazy right now, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't give a fuck. So let's really talk about this whole dating thing and the femininity and the masculinity of dating and where I stand right now. So I feel like as I go along and I date different people, I take the experiences with me. So if you have these qualities that I like, I'm taking that, right? All the qualities that you do that I don't like, I'm taking it, but I'm putting it right here, okay? This right here is my standards. As I am receiving qualities from men that I like, my standards are getting higher and higher and higher. And as I'm seeing those qualities in men that I don't like, my standards are still getting higher, but I'm grabbing those qualities and I'm putting them right here in my little back pocket. These are my red flags. These qualities right here that I don't like, these are my red flags. These qualities right here that I do like, these are my standards. So now as I go and approach different men,
She looks so proud telling people how she has high standards when she should really be batting much lower.
looking at you like, do you have my red flags or are you meeting my standards? And if it's in the middle, okay, it's in the middle. Let's talk, let's, date, let's, get to know each other. And let me see what qualities that you do have that I like and what qualities that you do have that I don't like, if any. And if you have all these qualities that I do like and you're meeting the standards that I already have set, but then you show me other qualities that I have not received out of a man yet, I'm raising my standards. You might not meet my standards, but you raised my standards.
Yeah, your standards are sky high. You're gonna be very single for a long time there, lady.
Explain that. You might not meet my standards because I have this whole list of things that I need men to do for me, all these list of requirements that I need men to meet. You might have given me a new requirement that I didn't know that I wanted. I didn't know I needed that. I didn't know I needed a man to open the doors for me. Boom, that's on my list. I didn't know I needed a man to pay for my meal. Boom, that's on my list. I didn't know I needed a man to be a provider and give me money when I don't even need it. Boom, that's on my list. I didn't know I needed a man to compliment me every day. Boom, that's on my list. I didn't know I needed a man to be consistent. Boom, that's on my list. And as the list adds, my standards just keep getting higher. Okay? Now, I say this to say that all these standards that I have, all these requirements that I have, there will be a man that meets all of these requirements and then supersedes them. There's going to be a man that meets all these requirements and then shows me things that I've never even had in a man that I didn't know that I fucking needed. Yes, give it here, okay? And he's not going to even touch that back pocket. That whole pile full of red flags, my husband's not even going to touch them. He's not going to smell them. He's not going to see them. He's not going to utter the words. None of that. So yeah, that's just kind of like how I feel right now on dating, and I feel like everybody should have that. When you are dating, you are picking and choosing experiences to build the man or woman of your dreams. Okay? We're not making every little bum into a husband or wife,
Man, what terrible advice. women are going to be single for a very long time if they choose to take the advice from this woman. Oh, seriously, how delusional. Either way, we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you had a laugh, as I definitely did, listening to these ones go on and on and on and on. Yeah, like the video if you can on your way out. If you watch through the entirety of the thing, subscribe if you haven't already, as you'll get my videos in your subscription feed. And also, if you hit the notification bell, I'll have one for you every other day. I'm trying to get them out daily. If we hit a certain view threshold, that just shows me that you're interested and want more. I'll do my best to keep on bringing them out. Either way, thanks for watching, and again, always do your due diligence. Be careful if you're out there dating in your 30s, because this is what your dating pool is looking like. Yikes, man. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.